Hey guys, just a reminder to be careful out there with your trading. Just because we bounced today, it doesn't mean we're going to continue to go higher from here. So, especially after China retaliated with tariffs against us, we heard that on Friday, and now Trump talking about coming back again. If that keeps going, I could see this escalating to the point where Trump maybe decides to delist Chinese stocks from the US exchange. Okay. And that's why it's too risky now, in my opinion, to be in these Chinese stocks. They had their rally and they're coming back down now. So China, I think, made a mistake, retaliating, but they said they're going to fight till the end, guys. I saw that. So I'm done with Chinese stocks. I'm not playing those out of those. Okay. And so I just wanted to point that out, guys. And overall, we could easily go lower still because we don't know when there will be improvement on tariffs, right? If it isn't this week, stocks will most likely continue to bleed out, okay? And we did see what happened today with, the fake news and how high the stock market went, okay? So that could get people thinking, "Oh, okay, it's going to bounce here." But remember, there are a lot more problems still to overcome, and the charts don't look good. And remember earnings, guys. That's coming up here at the end of the week, starting with JP Morgan, I believe BlackRock, other, financial companies, the big ones. And so if they can, have good guidance, which it's hard for me to see any CEO raising their guidance like you've heard me talk about. Most likely it's going to be lowered guidance or cut guidance if there is no clarity, by the end of the week, which probably not. And so just remember that could be a whole nother leg lower. So maybe we catch some sort of bounce this week, depending on what news comes out. Anything can happen hour to hour of what's said, maybe some more market manipulation, who knows? Okay. But once earnings start coming in, if there is no progress, made with negotiations and, China and the US are still going back and forth, that's going to be a problem. However, the European Union, they're like talking about lowering their tariff on bourbon, for example. So they're trying to make concessions and trying to get it zero on both sides. So that could be some sort of positive news to keep your eye on if you do hear progress on that front. Okay. But overall, there's more problems obviously to overcome. And this can go lower still, guys. So I just want to make sure to protect your money. I don't overstay my welcome. I do not hold any stock overnight in my short-term account. It's just scalp trading. I don't even hold for the day. I get in and out quickly. That's what scalp trading means if you don't know. And then 5+ year, that account, my long-term, I do have some stocks, my Millionaire Maker stock portfolio where I have money obviously in there, but you got to have the long-term horizon right to get there, which I don't care what the stock price is this year, 3 years from now. And that's why I'm okay holding that. And I have continued to add, into there. And now is a good opportunity if you can really truly hold through the pain, where I would stick to the big dogs, the best of the best first, guys. Okay. Because that's where institutional, investors are going to come back into, are the, companies that they know are going to be around, 5-10 years down the road. So like the Mag 7 stocks, for example. But anyways, guys, so protect your money out there, okay? And use the stop loss or watch it, okay? And if you're holding overnight, just know you're taking on significant risk, because anything, can happen. And yes, you could be rewarded doing that too, but it's more of like gambling. So I like to play, as you know, when RSI goes under 30, that means oversold levels. And when you see selling volume start to weaken and you see some buying volume come in, that's where you can buy and try to play it up. Doesn't always work, but a lot of times it does. Might not happen as soon as you buy, right? You might have to handle a little chop. Maybe it goes a little lower, but then you usually get that oversold bounce, even if it's just, a quick move. And that's where you just, like I said, I personally just get out of the way on that. Whatever I get, I'll take what it gives me and just get out. Like I said, you don't even need to set a stop loss. You can just sell the entire amount if you want. Or like I said, trim a little at a time, sell 50%. That's up to you. But the moral of the story is take your win while you have it in this environment.